Hello everyone. I hope everyone's doing great. Thanks for tuning in. So, I did not do I didn't do any kind of serious meditation last night. I've been kind of between jobs, running around, keeping busy, trying to keep up on the readings. So I'm doing fine. I hope everybody else is doing okay. I know people are very upset about the Mueller report. It's interesting, when I meditate and I do the empathy meditations, I'm really able to kind of put myself in the position of the opponent, and it's interesting because you can see how everyone has a legitimate argument. You don't want to taint an ongoing investigation, that sort of thing. Every time I tune into Mueller, it's like his job isn't over yet, even though he very publicly shut down his offices. I think he might be brought back as some type of an expert for some of the ongoing investigations, just because every time I go into his energy, I see an international investigation that has to do with money laundering, etc. The interesting thing about tuning into the Mueller investigation in the past was that I saw him getting closer and closer and closer to finding other people of interest who may have been bribed or compromised with foreign money, which is much bigger than the issue of Russia. It has to do with dark money in DC. And I think that is where Mueller's investigation started to dip into the issue of who's been bribed, what bribes are legal and what bribes are illegal. I think that the public evidence also regarding collusion is pretty conclusive, actually. They did take meetings, they did take offers, they did dangle deals with the Russians. And in terms of what we're seeing right now, I think a lot of it is just an attempt by Trump to gain control of the narrative. Hopefully he can raise, he's thinking he can raise some money, he can get some support for his side. They can try and run it through the courts, delaying release of the full report, trying to gain control of the narrative. That's kind of what's going on, I think, with him. But secretly, privately, all these investigations are going on, which are linking compromised people with foreign money. And I think we're still going to see a ton of public hearings out of DC. It's interesting. I also think that Fox executives will be called in. I do think that investigation is going to go on. I think what I'd like to do now is just to look at how the mood in the country is going to be over the coming weeks. And then I want to do a couple of quick throws on the future SDNY investigation. Let's take a look. Okay, so the first thing is we want to look at the mood around the country over the next couple of weeks and what additional information is going to be released to the general public. And then I'll check on the SDNY. All right, the base card over the coming weeks, trying to calm the chaos, trying to calm the situation in DC. It keeps going back to the same thing, that Barr's job was not to suppress the investigation. That wasn't his perception, but to break down the public investigation that was creating so much chaos in DC. I don't think it's going to work, though, because the backlash against Barr is probably going to be pretty substantial. Where the mood of the country is right now, people are hunkering down and taking up their position regarding this case. I keep seeing this offers from bar. We'll see a heavily redacted case. It's probably going to lead to public hearings. Also, you have to realize that that Congress is still going over the files that were given by Cohen to Congress. Work is continuing as usual. It feels to me also like as we pick through or more public information is slowly leaked to us about how the process of the investigation took place and where it was redirected, that's going to give us breadcrumbs about where a future investigation is going to go. You can see here a 9 of Cups is moving in inverted with a 10 of Wands. So it just feels to me like the investigation, it's the beginning of a public investigation, not the end of an investigation. You can see here 10 of Wands moving in the near future. Not able to see or understand the direction at this time, an inverted Hierophant. Trump is really angry. You've got that inverted King of Swords moving in, and a Wheel of Fortune comes to an end. So, inverted 3 of Pentacles. Some phase of this investigation comes to an end, but I do think that the public aspects of the investigation are going to start happening, and that's because grand juries are going to be convened. There's going to be public trials starting fairly soon. But this investigation definitely is coming to an end. Not that investigating the president is coming to an end. Rather, this investigation, which was a preliminary investigation and then got referred out to other investigators. And I think that was where the misunderstanding happened. But by mid-April, we're going to see tensions rising, real resistance, I think, from the Justice Department. A real argument about what is the difference between suppressing information versus protecting someone who could be potentially dangerous or could be potentially innocent from future investigations. So I think we're headed towards another conflict between the two sides because this information is not getting released. All right. Could go all the way to the Supreme Court. Let us look now at the SDNY investigation and whether or not we're going to see more happening there. It's been pretty quiet. What will be with the SDNY investigation? Rejected offers. Ace of Swords comes in, victory. It feels to me like a lot of information. This investigation continues on, but it's reborn in other areas. The investigation did not stop. It simply got transferred over to other investigators. There's an Ace of Swords moving in. So I think that it's really a dangerous and preliminary thing to say that no collusion was found. That's really misinterpreting this report. They will continue to follow the money. You can see here an Ace of Swords moves in along with the 10 of Cups. And you can see harvesting money coming in yet again. The Devil card. And the clarification, they followed the money. SDNY is not interested in making a deal with anybody who they're investigating. Though I did see a deal possibly with Michael Cohen. You can see here a possible attempt at an interview or communication with Trump could happen in the future. SDNY may want to interview him. And then the final outcome is the Queen of Pentacles. So if anybody is going to wrap up this investigation, it will probably be SDNY. All right, that about wraps it up. Thanks for watching, everybody. Take heart. It's a really bizarre way to look at it, but it's as if the investigation continued. It simply got transferred to other departments, and that's the best way to interpret it. Until then, they can continue to yell and scream at each other in D.C. while they attempt to block complete release of the Mueller report. And they probably will not release all of it for a very long time, if at all. Possibly the Gang of Eight's going to see the full version, but it's going to be a legal fight. All right, thanks for watching, everyone. Take heart. Justice will prevail. All right, thanks for watching, everyone. Be strong. Bye.